lots of things to celebrate. We're gonna keep celebrating as we go throughout the night. So here's what I want to do. I want to talk about one thing before we get into kind of a progress report on our Thrive update, okay? So this is kind of a separate thing, but we wanted to get this out to you as fast as we could before December. And so our elders have been working really hard, and I'll give a lot of credit to Nathan Yerrick on this. He's been working really, really hard, taking the lead on this, on updating, actually just redoing our Constitution. So if you aren't familiar with our current Constitution, it was established when the church was established, and I believe it was 1976 that the first Constitution came out. And so that working document has been our document from the very beginning, and we have updated it probably 6 to 8 times or so since then. Our last update was 2011, so 14 years ago was our last update. And so this Constitution has served us and served us well for many, many years, but we are looking at it going, times have changed, our church has changed, it's not as robust as we need it to be anymore legally for us as a church and for just a lot of things that we do and our beliefs. And so we decided maybe a year ago now to start working on getting a new Constitution out to you. And that is a lot of work. And we didn't want to do this for fun, trust me. It was a lot of work. And so we're at this point. So our elders have all reviewed it. Our local lawyers have reviewed it. Our insurance company has reviewed it. It's still in draft form. I want you to hear that tonight. It's still in draft form. We wanted to get it close and within reach of getting it ready for December, but we wanted at this point to present it to you all so that you, one, know what's in there and have time to digest it and to process it, to ask questions, to raise concerns with us, to offer suggestions to us. And then as we take all of that information and continue to hopefully make it that much better before December, then we'll present it to you in December. And so right up here is the link and a QR code. On that page, there's going to be the current Constitution, so you can see what we have, and there is the proposed draft. It's just draft of the Constitution that we're working on for our December vote, if we can get there. There's a QR code as well if you want to do that. But there's also a form that you can use if you have questions, if you have concerns, if you have comments and all that. We'd love to hear from you, and I'd love to have conversations with you if we need to talk about certain things. We want to be transparent as possible and give you enough time to digest it. So we figured 2 months of this hopefully will be enough time for you to read it, fall asleep as you're reading it, wake up, read some more, and get it all figured out. I just want to make there's one notable change that I just want to, I'm just trying to be as transparent as possible, that may need some digesting and processing from you all. So I didn't want to shock you while you read it, okay? Before I got here, just before we got here, we switched to an elder-led church rather than a congregational-led church. But we have not really always actually functioned as a true elder-led church. And one of the things that we have not done as an elder-led church was just allow the elders to entrust the elders to be in charge of the finances completely. Meaning we still need to go to the congregation for approval of the budget and approval of over 5% or over of any expenditures. We still need to get 2/3 vote, according to our current Constitution, if we are to spend 5% over over the budget. So, in efforts to move us more to an elder-led church, what I think has served us really well up to this point, because we can make changes quicker, make decisions faster, and make sometimes harder decisions that may not, always go over well with some of the congregation members. I think we need to move to an elder-led as far as finances, in the sense of allowing our elders to trust our elders with just making that decision as far as our budget year to year. And what we have seen over the last long time since I've been here, basically, we have an annual business meeting. It's not super well attended. There's usually a few questions. We take a vote. There is one no always, so whoever votes no every time, thanks for voting no every time, and then we move on. And so it seems like there's a lot of trust already with the elders, and we're just asking you to trust us with this. I think we've shown that we're very frugal and transparent, and we'll continue to be transparent. There's language in that new constitution about, anytime anybody asks for a budget, and we're going to show budgets at the end of the year and still be transparent as much as possible, but just allowing us to vote and not be kind of tied down a little bit as far as what we spend and when we spend it and all that. So that is the notable thing. If we get a lot of feedback on that in a negative way, we'll talk about that and may have to change some things. But we're just asking you, hey, this is as our church grows, this is what happens when churches usually get bigger. They move towards a more complete elder-led part of it where they're voting on the finances as they oversee the finances. And that's really the language in our current constitution is the elders have financial oversight. And so just allowing the elders to have that is what we're proposing in this draft of the Constitution. Okay? So if you have questions about that, concerns about that, all that, again, you can do it on that website, or if you want to talk to me, email me, and we'll get into that, all right? If you can go through the website, that would be better so we can collect them all, but if you want to email me personally, I can't say no to that. So, all right? Sound good? I'll take questions afterwards, right? But that is the Constitution. So look at it, read it, process it, and then we'll keep you updated on how that process goes until December, hopefully in the vote, okay?